Hello friends, welcome to Insight Text. This is a platform to learn about power transmission elements and its control systems. So guys, in today's video we are going to learn about a very important part of a transformer, that is a Buchholz relay. So where exactly is this Buchholz relay placed on the transformer? This is a very commonly asked question in many competitive exams and also in various interviews for various kind of jobs in electrical engineering. So as you can see, a Buchholz relay is always placed in between it is connected on the pipe in between the conservator tank and the main tank of the transformer, right? See in this diagram also you can see the Buchholz relay is connected. The specific angle of the pipe is given as 9.5 degrees. Okay, so it is always placed in between a conservator tank and the transformer main tank. Now what is the use or what is the operation of a Buchholz relay? Do you know that? So a Buchholz relay is a security device which is normally used in large oil absorbed transformers. The Buchholz relay's purpose is to give the protection to the transformer from the various different kind of faults happening in the transformer, like short circuit, interturn, or any kind of core fault or any kind of fault that is happening within the transformer. Now let us understand the electrical diagram of the Buchholz relay. There are two basic contacts inside the Buchholz relay. The first contact, that is NO contact, normally open contact, and the second contact downwards, that is also NO contact. There is air release valve on the top of the Buchholz relay, and at the bottom there is one oil drain valve. Let us assume over here a Buchholz filled with oil in for a transformer. Now what will happen when some fault will occur inside the transformer, due to which there will be gases produced, and how this Buchholz is operated? Let us now understand that. Suppose there is some fault due to which this gas bubbles are coming inside the Buchholz, and what happens slowly is the gas will be accumulated inside the Buchholz relay, due to which there will be oil drain. Where will the oil go? The oil goes inside the conservator tank, and the Buchholz starts filling with the gas. What happens when these gases are filled up to certain level is, due to the pressure of this gas, this NO contact now turns into NC contact. Okay, and this gives the alarm operation for the Buchholz relay. What happens when the further gases are accumulated inside the Buchholz relay? Let's see. The oil starts draining into the conservator tank, and now as you can see, more and more gases is accumulated. So what happens is, due to this, oil is reducing, and this NO contact will also be now NC contact, and due to this the trip command is sent from the relay inside the control panel. Now let us see the actual video of a Buchholz relay. So as you can see over here, there is one Buchholz relay that is actually used inside the transformer. So inside this Buchholz relay, there is on one side there is a conservator tank valve is connected on this side. On the other side there is a main tank valve. Inside the Buchholz, you can see that there are 4 terminals over here. The first 2 terminals, when short circuited, gives the alarm, and the second 2 terminals give the trip command. Then there is another knob over here. You have to use it. When the knob is placed on the T position, it is test position, and when it is placed on the S position, it is then service position. So you have to always keep in the service position. Now let's open the Buchholz relay and see what's inside the Buchholz relay. So let's open the Buchholz relay. So you can open the Buchholz relay with all the bolts you can see on the top surface. So friends, this is how a Buchholz relay looks from inside. It has two floats. The upper float is for alarm and the lower float is for tripping. So lower float and upper float both have this mercury switch placed inside them. Okay, and whenever there will be a fault inside the transformer due to the gases filled, there is some oil filled inside this, and due to the presence of this gas, the float now moves downward, right? And due to this, what happens? You can see the mercury switch also operated, and due to which there will be alarm condition. Now when further gases move and oil moves downward, so due to this the second tripping switch will be operated and we will have the trip command, right? Now let us understand this mercury switch in a little bit detail. So you can see that mercury is filled inside this switch whenever it moves into a certain position. Okay, so these are its two contacts. So whenever it moves in certain position in such a way that mercury combines these two contacts, and thus it gives the alarm command. Okay, similarly the second switch for the tripping command, you can see the mercury is over here, and in the similar way this also operates. Okay, so these are the normal operating contacts of the Buchholz relay. Okay, so these are the two contacts that are extended on the outside in this way, and now this is the simple oil level indication. It indicates the oil level filled inside the transformer, and whenever there is some fault condition, it also shows how much gas is filled inside the transformer, right? So this is the basic explanation of a Buchholz relay. So friends, as we have seen the practical Buchholz relay now, we can very easily relate that the upper two contacts are for the alarm and the lower two contacts are used for the tripping. Now let us just understand how you can do wiring to use these two contacts. Yes. So for the alarm contact, one terminal is CC, okay, that is common from annunciator, and then you can take another contact to the annunciator window which you want to use as a Buchholz alarm indication, right? And for same is for the tripping. So for tripping we get a positive connection from the panel, and we need to extend this positive connection to the 3-element auxiliary relay, okay, Buchholz relay, that is placed inside the panel inside the control room. So this is the basic wiring scheme that you can always use for any Buchholz relay. So guys, that's it for a Buchholz relay. I really hope you have understood the Buchholz relay, seen its practical importance, and also understood its wiring. So please let us know what you want to know into the videos inside the comment box, and keep watching the videos. Thank you.